Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for the second episode of Melvor Idle, a game I never thought to play on this channel, but here we go. I hope you didn't miss the first episode, otherwise you're gonna miss a lot of context. In between the episodes I managed to fish a little bit and unlock a couple of tiers. I'm now fishing raw herrings in order to get up to level 20 and unlock the next tier. I also cooked up all of the fish as good as I could. Our cooking skill currently is at 21 and we can actually make some progress in fishing since we already have the next recipes available. I also purchased a couple more bank slots, so now I don't have to worry about storage space that much. Also made some more categories, one here for the food and another one for all the items that have to do with smithing and mining. Sometimes you actually get perfect cooks, which results in a better food, but I don't really see the necessity for that. In this case, it's just 5 more points of damage that it heals. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and downgrade them all so they add to the pile right here, and this is what we're gonna equip for the next fights. And then we still have the herrings as well. Let's also do those. With this much food in my inventory, we can be maybe a little bit more daring as to which creatures we'll start to fight. For instance, I'm also interested in maybe finally starting the Slayer tasks. Let's have a look at those. The first one here is free to get and classified as easy. The task is to kill 14 master farmers. If we check out the master farmers right here, they are actually quite a doozy, contrary to the cows that we fought before. I got all of my equipment together. We're gonna get into the block attack style and jump to the enemy. Now I need to be prepared to get hit a lot more than with the cow, and then of course we're ready to start healing right away. My chance to hit for this one is only 24%, so maybe we're not quite ready for this fight. I'm still gonna try it, but it doesn't look like we're getting anywhere. Yeah, I don't think it's actually gonna be worth the time looking at this. This is still my first farmer, and we barely got him down at all. The task should be available later as well, so maybe we'll just go back to fishing, and I'm gonna get to level 20 to unlock the next fishing area. In the meantime, maybe it's worth it to have a look at farming since this happens all in the background. We can, for instance, plant a seed. Currently, we have no seeds, but we do have a whole bunch of bird nests right here. Where are they? Here. We can either open all of them or just a couple of them. Let's maybe do 5 for the time being. We found some onion seeds, some sweet corn seeds, and some potato seeds. I'm gonna try my onion seeds maybe right here, plant one of those, and the seeds will only show if you have the level required and at least 3 in your bank. You know what? Let's just go ahead and open all of the bird nests so we get enough seeds of everything. Oh, and of course there are so many seed types that we now have a full inventory and it actually stopped the game from doing anything. That is good. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell some of the chunk that we got from fishing. This actually just shows your seeds. It's not like a choice that you do here, but you plant the seed and then you can choose it here, potato seed. And in order to unlock that, we just need level 1. So we should be able to get that and that one here as well. Plant another seed, potato. Should we just do potato all the way? Let's maybe just keep on planting here. Plant a seed, potatoes, and then we can compost all plots. No, not really. Oh, my fishing just went up to level 20, which is great. We can now go after the trout. I'm gonna sell some of the seeds that I cannot currently use. Maybe keep the tomatoes and the cabbages, just the ones that I have many of. I guess for now, we just have to purchase the compost like so. I'm gonna purchase 3 of them. Each use of the compost on a farming plot increased the crop survival chance by 10%. Can only be applied before the crop is planted. Since we have so many potato seeds, I'm just gonna do that and then we add compost. So I think I'm gonna purchase 2 more composts and see if that actually gets it to 100%. Okay, very nice. We then plant the potato seeds and this is now gonna guarantee that we can grow this plant. Let's destroy these guys as well. We're gonna shop for 10 more composts. We do have the money. Wonderful. Now I have my farm passively growing and we should be able to apply more of that, and at level 5 we can do the herbs as well, and looks like at level 15 we can do the trees. Now let's maybe have a look at some other abilities such as agility. This skill will basically result in passive attributes that we can take advantage of for more or less the rest of the game. For the first obstacle we need to choose between 3 possibilities. It will cost us 10,000 gold and will give us 3 global GP except for item sales and plus 2% fishing mastery XP. We could also go for the rope swing, which will give us plus 2% agility mastery XP or we can go for plus 2% thieving mastery XP. Also looks like we can build this multiple times in order to increase the effects. Let's go for the cargo net first, and we're gonna build that obstacle. Of course, now it's time to start agility, and we're just gonna go through that obstacle course as many times as necessary, and this will gradually upgrade our skill. For each skill, there's also a mastery pool that you want to keep active. You could also spend your mastery pool in order to level up a little bit quicker, but I don't think this is a good idea, because once you get the pool filled up, you also get some passive bonuses that are well worth it. Before I forget, I also want to spend some of my money at the shop again, and that is for some skill upgrades. It's time for the next tier of axe. We can even do another one. Yeah, that's gonna be well worth it. And I'm gonna upgrade my fishing rod as well, twice even. For the next one we need level 35. And of course my axe should also get an upgrade for some more mining speed and bonuses. We can also upgrade our cooking fire, which I think we should do. Plus 5% cooking XP, certainly well worth it. As long as we have chosen this obstacle here, we do get the bonuses. I don't think we have to bring the mastery all the way up, but if we do, we get a plus 10 agility obstacle cost reduction for this obstacle only, and the passive debuffs are halved for this obstacle. Once you have many obstacles, the list will then keep on going. You can save a blueprint and maybe have different loadouts, so depending on what you're doing, you can give yourself different buffs. My goal right now is just to get to level 10 so we can unlock the next obstacle. Okay, I'm back. It is a little bit later in the day. I've improved my fishing substantially, made it up to level 45. We can now fish some raw lobster. At the same time, I also made my cooking progress, just cooking up all of the fish that I had, and there's even some left over. The best fish, the lobster, at the moment will give us back 110 hit points. Another skill that I started to level up is the fire making that will, I believe, give us cooking bonuses. We just burn up the logs that we currently have. The willow logs are the highest tier that I can currently burn up, and it will give me 52 XP. So maybe during the night I will be farming some willow logs in order to get that skill up as well. I'm now also coming back for the second time to my farm. I wanted to show you when I reach level 5. At the moment I got 1 level per harvest that I made. So let's get another level going. Now farming level 5, which is gonna allow us to unlock the herbs. And I'm actually gonna unlock that right away. Can we plant a seed? I wonder. No, I don't have enough of whatever I need to plant here, but I'm also gonna unlock whatever I can. And there are actually even more plots that we can unlock eventually. But let's go ahead and harvest a bunch more of these potatoes and then maybe replant them. Oh, by the way, I accidentally purchased a whole bunch of bank slots. Since the multiplier here gets saved, I just purchased like 10 slots and it cost me all the money that I had. 15 units of compost, I'm gonna purchase those and get back into farming so I can apply them to all my 3 plots, and then we should be able to plant some more seeds. In this case, onion seeds. Something else I did is unlock all the steel gear, and I made 1 of each piece. Now some of these might actually be worth upgrading. Let me see, we just need some silver bars. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade this shield and put it back into my slots here. Now it will give me some more bonuses, and we could upgrade it even once more if we had some gold bars, which actually we do, and we can even smelt them up if we wanted to. Now I wonder, will we get a mithril shield? I'm actually not sure. Let's check the milestones for this. Yes indeed, there is a mithril shield and even a crystal shield that we will be unlocking quite soon. Yeah, probably right now I need to think about how to make some more money. Considering everything, we could start by maybe selling the salmon. We're not gonna need that once we have access to the lobster, and we could also sell the trout for another 12,000. In this case, I'm just gonna smelt up 40 gold bars so we can upgrade the shield one more time. In the meantime, we could upgrade the rest of the armor as well, but I don't think this is gonna be worth it since we are gonna just go through that in the next step of the mining. I think at level 50 we will be unlocking the mithril, so we will have access to that, and we're already level 48. And there it is, 40 bars. Okay, let's check back on the shield and upgrade that one more time. Yes. Here it is, our iron gold shield. Wonderful. That gave us another defense bonus, and I think some more bonuses here as well. Also, I found these barbarian gloves, which will give us access to a barbarian fishing area when equipped. Interesting. From the burnt logs, I also occasionally get some charcoal and this ash that we might be able to use later on. I also got this, but but I'm not really sure where from. Either way, I'm now gonna mine up some more gold until we reach level 50 in mining, which actually, looking at this, might take a while. So why not hop into the townships? Just have a look at that. The township is something that happens in the background passively, and it's something we come back every once in a while. There are seasons with various bonuses, some population storage that you have to fill up with resources to make progress, happiness, education, health, worship, tasks, town, the trader, just a whole bunch of things to manage. We can select a worship, none, which gives us no modifiers. Ares focuses on mountain and valley biomes. Glacia will focus on water and swamp biomes. Terran will focus on forest and jungle biomes, and Ragnar on arid and desert biomes. I think for now I'm just gonna go with none, so we also don't get the negative effects and we can just play this vanilla. Later on we can still change it once we're rich. First of all, we have some production categories: the grassland, forest, mountains, water, and all of these other biomes. And then of course various related buildings that we can make. There's also a menu up here. The second one here for tasks will give us a bunch of tasks that we can fulfill to help the town thrive. Let's maybe have a look at the casual tasks. One of them is just to give them some bronze bars, so we can claim that reward, I think, because we have them in our inventory. They still want a pair of leather gloves, 500 end familiars, 10 bird nest potions level 4, and a bunch of arrow shafts. The arrow shafts we can already give them, will give us some planks for the township and also skill XP. Let's get that. And yeah, maybe this way we just get all of the rewards that we can complete with our current inventory. For instance, if I keep the beef for my next cow farming, then I can also complete this task. So I should always have a look before selling my materials. The tasks get a little bit harder, as you can see, as we have to provide more and more advanced materials. There's hard, very hard, elite, throne of the herald, and atlas of discovery. Absolutely crazy. 1,000 paper, okay, that's doable. To unlock the trader, we are gonna need the trading post, and then we can manage the storage if we wanted to. And then currently it is spring. We can see the modifiers right here, so maybe depending on the season you might want to focus on something else. Now maybe let's get started with a basic shelter here as well. I think we can just go ahead and build some of these. It's gonna cost us what, just 100 coins, and I guess we can just get this completed in this case. The next step would be a wooden hut, and we need some more materials. Now in terms of production, it might be good to get a woodcutter camp. Will give us some wood per tick or time unit. Same thing here with the carpenter's workshop. Yeah, we get that. And maybe a hunter's cabin will actually give us some leather here as well. Ah, there we go. I think it's per update. So in 53 minutes the town is gonna update, and then we get all of these materials. Let's also build a fisherman's stock, and maybe in the mountains. We already have a miner's pit. Let's build a blacksmith. We can't do that. We need some crystals, I think. But yeah, that's basically the town. We're gonna get back to this, and especially we want to do all of the tasks to the best of our abilities. Something else I would like to get into is the herb lore, though I think, yeah, we do need the farming for that, don't we, to get the herbs. I'm now gonna switch to crystals for the rest of this level until we reach level 50. We got a mastery token that we can claim here, and some new crystals. Gonna get those in here. Oh yeah, from fishing we also got some treasure chests. Let's go ahead and open these up. Interesting, some chunk and steel bars. The chunk, by the way, now automatically goes into this tab, so I have an easy way of just selling them. I think I could just sell the entire tab. And I think I'm just gonna sell the U-logs here for quick cash. Also, when it comes to agility, we should actually get a second obstacle. Let's see what we have here. Smithing mastery XP, firemaking interval, agility skill, or cartography. Yeah, I think right now this might be just a tad too expensive for the little bonus we're getting. The crystal actually takes an enormous amount of time to recharge, way more than any of the other ore types. Oh, never mind. Silver actually also takes a little bit longer, so maybe they progressively take a little bit longer to replenish. There it is, just one more. Thank you. Level 50, and we can mine mithril. And it's even giving us more than double the amount of XP. Probably gonna take a while to recharge though, but if I leave this running overnight, we're gonna be absolutely golden on mithril to level up our armor. As a matter of fact, I can already do the mithril bars, right? And I have pretty much enough coal ore. And then the next thing would be the aronite bar, though this one here, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do the mithril gear first. Maybe just to celebrate, we're gonna do those mithril bars. We got 15 already, and that should be plenty to craft myself some mithril gloves. Back to mining, I say we go. It's time for me to go to bed and hopefully wake up with a nice surprise of gems and mithril. Let's make sure this lands in the right bag here, and we want to bring those gloves over and also ditch our old ones. Steel gloves, you can go. Oh, actually, before I go to bed, I would like to upgrade the basic furnace. We have the logs, we just need 500 bronze bars, and then maybe a cooking fire would be great as well. That's also just 500 logs. Let's do the mithril fish rod as well. Next one is going to be level 50 fishing, and we could not only upgrade the basic furnace but also the basic pot with another 400 bronze bars. Sure, I think that's going to be worth it. I'm going to be mining a little bit of bronze, so I would be needing 900 copper and 900 tin. This shouldn't take too long. I don't think so. Okay, then it is now the next evening. More than 24 hours have passed and I've been doing various things, leveling up. You can see I've been active in mining a lot, smithing, as well as fishing and cooking. So all of these skills are now fairly high. Looking at the mining skill, we already unlocked the next two types of ores, and if we have a look at my mining tab right there, you can see I mined, where is it? 27,000 mithril ore. I later realized I also need the coal, so I mined 17,000 coal. I figured this is all good because now we can start with our mithril gear. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my gear as good as I can with a mithril sword, some gloves right here. I'm also gonna create a helmet, and I guess I'm gonna be creating the helmet until we reach level 47, which is in just a second. And there it is. Wonderful. Mithril axe is the next one for 150 XP, but that one is already gonna require 3 bars. And I think I'm just gonna be smelting up the bars as we go along. I also did the task with the cooking and bought myself a basic furnace and a basic pot. Inside of the furnace we can cook various recipes with the stuff that we're getting from farming. And inside the basic pot there are recipes for soups and stews and stuff like that. I've been cooking up the raw lobster mostly, so that's what we have now many of, almost 4,000 items. And you can see I've also done a little bit of farming. Inside of the farming we are level 14, and I unlocked another plot right there. Right now we don't have enough seeds. I'm gonna have to be farming for some bird nests, but I also figured it is wiser to actually build the weird goop. If we have a look at the shop and check out the materials section, the goop only has to be applied once in order to get 100% use, and that is gonna require just 2 composts and 10 rune essences. The rune essences we get from mining right here, the first tier. So I've also mined up some of that, actually almost 8,000 here rune essences. So it's going to be much cheaper to, for instance, buy 10 of these composts, and then we can go ahead buy 5 weird goop, which then means I only have to apply 1 to each of these fields and I'm gonna be golden. In the background, my township also leveled up. I just grew that in the background. I didn't really do anything else with the town, but we now have more buildings available that I should be able to build, such as the smithy. There's a tailor shop that we can purchase and upgrade, a school. I think we should do that too. There's a market reducing the township repair cost. That's probably not that important. Gardens, plus 0.5 happiness. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Gonna purchase one of those. And then we have a tavern with more happiness. What about the forest? We have all of that except for the orchard. For that we need a little bit more money. So in the mountains I'm also gonna purchase a smithy. We also unlocked 3 additional biomes that I haven't seen yet. The fisherman stocks, sure. Also a hunting cabin, sounds reasonable, and gatherer's hut. And later on, of course, we're gonna purchase more and more in order to upgrade them. In the valley, we have a gatherer's hut and a herbalist. Oh, that is actually nice, but I do need herbs. Basic shelter is actually gonna require the chest pieces, so we need to remember to keep that the next time we farm for some leather. I'm now smelting up a bunch more mithril bars until I reach a reasonable level and hopefully can make all of the gear here. Ideally level 57. In the meantime, maybe let's have a look at some of our our tasks here and see if we can do something rather easily. Like these leather gloves should be easy, and the end tablets should also be easy. I can do one task here, bronze bars. Let's claim those rewards. 30 iron bars also seems to be easy. Let's maybe go ahead and do that. Just mine up 30 bars to do that task. Then I just realized I'm actually gonna need an attack of 20 in order to use the mithril sword. And the same thing with the mithril gloves. I need 20 defense. Okay, that is actually interesting. Let me go ahead and sell all of these guys here. Equip the helmet, equip the shield and a steel sword, and we are gonna fight until we reach level 20 or so. Actually, I just realized we already have over 1,000 bars here, iron bars. I can just go ahead and smelt them up. Let's see, maybe there are some easy slaying tasks like 25 goblins. That's something we might be able to accomplish. So let's have a look at the goblin village. Goblin is what we need to kill. Yeah, sounds easy enough, like easier than a cow probably. And we just need to do like 25 of them. So my new goal is gonna be level 20 in attack, strength and defense, maybe even ranged before we do anything else. Looks like we get a whole bunch of runes and actually also some seeds. And I'm not even sure if I want to keep all of these things. We do need to sell some stuff. Or actually, maybe I can just claim my tokens. That might be a good idea. Also, there's a message in a bottle. Let's read it. A forgotten past. Jealousy? Is this the power of jealousy? The waves are too unnatural and dangerous here to be real. I fear I will not survive the night. Ah, nice. We unlocked a secret fishing area. I think this is the last goblin that we had to slay. Let's run, get back here, claim our rewards. And this is also giving us some slayer points that we can spend in the shop. Then cows and chickens should be easy. Let's first finish the iron bars though. Nice. Also, we can give them some of our gems in order to get mithril ore. Now, I wonder, is this gonna be worth it? On the other side, this here sounds really worth it. Like 30 iron bars. That's nothing. Good. I'm gonna fight a couple of chickens until I have 25 chicken meat, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the cows. Whenever I'm cooking something actively, such as this chicken in the basic furnace, I can also enable the passive cook for another recipe. It's just gonna take longer, but it's also gonna do the trick. I think the township just updated, but the quests still remain, so that's good. And I defeated more than enough chickens. I just need to cook up some more. Yeah, there it is. Donate those chickens. Wonderful. Gonna do the same thing with the cows and I guess the bones. Well, we might also fight against some skeletons. Let's actually see. Graveyard probably. A skeleton is already level 100 and it's a ranged type. So if we go in melee, we should have a little bit of an advantage. It's still gonna be a difficult enemy. I mean, with the chickens, I don't even have to consider the food anymore. But with the skeletons, we might. They actually also drop some headless arrows. Interesting. So I don't even have to craft them. I could farm them this way. I also noticed that the goblins actually dropped the garum seeds, which I believe I can use here. So this is actually perfect. Let's use one goop and then one garum seed, just like that. Yes, plant. So this is how we get this going. We should definitely do that and also check out how we can build the clay pots. Okay, I'm back to smelting. Let's check out what we can hand in. The cows, done that. We still need a couple of bones because I accidentally sold them before. One thing I think we can do is the scimitar stuff. Yeah, we should be able to smith that up. But maybe first let's do the leather gloves. That should be fairly easy, just one of those. And I can already hand that in. That is quite casual. Let's also do the familiar ents, and I'm gonna need some summoning shards. How many do we want to craft? Wow, we can do a lot. We're gonna need 500 in order to complete this task, and this produces 25. Wow, okay, they are actually more expensive than I thought. Yeah, that is gonna cost us a pretty penny to fulfill this task. So 24 of these is gonna give me 100 tablets, and I need to do that times 4. Yeah, I'm gonna do another 48. 9,600. Jeez. Maybe now it's time to sell a few things. Like I could go ahead and sell the rest of my lobsters that I haven't cooked up yet for 104,000. Yes. Also my javelin heads can go, and maybe I should burn up the oak logs as well. But the most important part with this, hopefully we get a little bit closer to level 5 of summoning to unlock more familiars. There it is. Casual task completed, and we get some wood for the township. plus some XP. Nice. Okay, I would say that is enough for this. I now would like to fight some more goblins in order to get more of these seeds. Let me see. Goblins. Let me actually see this advanced goblin. What does it drop? Also some garum seeds, just up to 1, and this one here as well. So I guess it really doesn't matter which goblin we fight. And I think for now I'm gonna get rid of the runes since we are not doing magic just yet. And I'd rather keep the space for my seeds and food. Actually, the beef can go. Yeah, let me put this into the first tab so I know I usually want to sell that. Also the raw blowfish. I don't know what I'm gonna use that for yet. The potatoes I might be able to use in a recipe. Let me see. Yeah, some potatoes here. We can select that and cook it later on. Looks like I'm ready with some more garum seeds. I do need to purchase the compost though. So I'm gonna do 20 compost for 10k and then just 10 of the weird goop. Apply that to my fields and be happy. Now, giant clay pot. Let me actually see. That might be inside the crafting. Yeah, I think we need level 50 to unlock that. So inside leather armor, we probably want to use our leather in order to create the leather bodies that we can use in order to upgrade the town. Like we need 15 to get a farmland going, for instance, that will give the town a little bit of meat. There's another thing, the generous fire spirit, we can open that up and we found a burning amulet of ash. Interesting. I should have opened that a long time ago. What is this gonna do? 10% chance to receive ash per burned log in firemaking. And minus 10% firemaking skill XP. That is actually not really good because I already have a lot of ash. Yeah, I don't really want to equip that, honestly. Let's just go ahead and sell that. Nice, my hit points are now level 20 and so is my defense. This is good. We're gonna switch to attack here, to stab. Also level up our attack to 20 if possible. This theoretically means I should be able to equip the mithril shield or actually the mithril armor as well. So we can finally start equipping the mithril gear. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we can also equip the hands. Thank you. There we go. I should have enough bones. We're gonna get back to smithing for a bit and have a look at township tasks again. There's one we can hand in with the skeletons. Sure, I can actually do that. Let's claim those rewards and then 100 gold bars. Do I actually have them available? Yeah, I have 517. Let's go ahead and do that. That will be another task completed. And I think only the casual tasks actually update. So everything that we complete here is going to be completed. Set and done. 100 gold bars. I'm gonna switch back to mithril and then we should be able to hand in this quest here or task. Defeat 10 leech. That sounds actually quite easy. Let me see. Inside the wet forest, leech. Okay, no, this is actually a little bit more advanced than what we fought before. So now I'm gonna be leveling up my smithing a little bit in order to reach that level 57 or so that we need to get all the mithril gear. And maybe another something that I should introduce is the astrology. Astrology will allow us to basically study the star constellations and then get some stardust and golden stardust out of it, as well as some passive modifiers. We can then basically start studying it, and with the explore button we can then spend our stardust in order to improve certain aspects. And of course, as we go along the milestones, there are going to be many constellations that we can study. So just as a side note, I'm going to be doing that in the background as well a little bit. Okay, I'm back. It is once again the next day and I've been playing a little bit. Let's maybe have a look at our inventory. Right here you can see I've done a lot of smithing and also mining. I actually already collected some of these tokens. But if we check out my ores and bars, you can see I do have plenty even of the adamantite bars that I cannot really utilize yet. And I still have plenty of ores left just in case. I was actually thinking about selling some of it because I could really use the money right now. So I'm thinking I'm selling about half of my mithril ore that I got while I was at work, and that is going to give us over 800,000. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I should be able to purchase some more compost and weird goop. We can head back into farming, where I've been even farming some trees right now. So harvest all of these crops. Thank you very much. And there was actually a dead crop. Maybe I didn't apply the goop there. And we could even unlock another plot. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I could plant all of the seeds, just spending 5,000 coins. But if I'm not lazy enough, I can plant them myself for free. Gonna plant some sweet corn as well. What else do we got? Some tomato seeds. Sure. I'm always going from the bottom up in order to get the most XP. Our skill in farming is currently 31, and I also collected over 300 of the herbs by now, so maybe it is worth it to have a look at the herb lore skill. Yes indeed, we can make a whole bunch of bird nest potion level 1. Let's go ahead and start training up this skill. I've also been doing some astrology in the background, basically collecting some stardust. And the higher the mastery level of each constellation is, the more passive boost modifiers you can activate. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna go through my potato seeds rather quickly, and we only really made it to level 2. I guess we need to plant way more potatoes. By the way, the seeds I've been collecting from the farmers here, the adult farmer most of the time. This guy actually drops a whole bunch of seeds, but not the potato seeds, so I probably have to go for the junior farmer. There's a herb ready to harvest. Let's go ahead and do that. Right now I don't have any more, so it might be worth it to fight a couple of these farmers. I'm still not strong enough to fight against the master farmers really, but we're gonna get there soon. While we fight the farmer in the background, let's go ahead and maybe choose some of these perks. I'm really interested in the fishing perk because I think overall I can make a lot of money with fishing. So we could get started with a little bit of fishing, skill XP boost, and fire making XP boost. And maybe I'm gonna go for another percentage point. Then 50 golden stardust to receive special items. I think we can do better. Like with the Terra constellation here, we get some accuracy rating and strength, hit point XP, accuracy rating, and cooking skill. Like the cooking interval, I would like to upgrade that. So we're gonna spend the 50 stardust. Oh, unfortunately it's just 1% cooking interval. That doesn't seem like a huge benefit. But yeah, we just got started with the skill. There we go, some more seeds that drop. We can loot them all and then maybe apply them here to our planter boxes. Okay, after some careful consideration, I decided to switch my ranged weapons to be javelins. These are made in combination with smithing and woodcutting. They actually still allow you to use a shield this way, and this is the only one that I so far upgraded. I also collected some stuff for my town. Let's repair everything, and we should have something to hand in right here. Some potatoes, onions, and herbs. Let's claim those rewards. I also defeated something. Yeah, the plants. Defeat 100 plants, sure. We get 2,000 potatoes, holy cow. Yeah, that actually reminds me, we could start cooking some strawberries. I have 24 strawberries, so we're gonna purchase 24 flour and 24 cream, and we start cooking that. We now also have 2,000 potatoes, so why not go ahead and cook these in the background. Get some basic soup roll in. In the meantime, some of our farms can be harvested. I purchased a whole bunch of the weird gloop, so we should be good on that part for a while. Herbs are also ready to harvest. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta say, business is running well. Oh, looks like there's a tree ready to harvest as well. Yes, for sure. We get a lot of XP for that. Got some more oak trees and we can unlock another plot right here for 100,000. Sure thing, we're gonna do that, plant another oak tree. I also made some huge progress here with astrology. We're already level 55. And I think one thing I wanted to make myself is one of these necklaces. Like there's a better one. This one gives plus 3% magic lifesteal. There's a plus 1 damage reduction when fighting ranged. But I think I wanted the gold one. That's plus 10% GP from monsters and plus 50 GP from monsters. That sounds incredible. The strawberries have been cooked. Is there something else we have? Like, do we have tomatoes? Probably. Yeah, we have 158 tomatoes. That's totally gonna be worth it. Let's purchase the rest of the ingredients for that as well. Oh no, I need the beef. No problem. We can kill a bunch of cows. Maybe there's even something else that's gonna give us more beef. Actually, probably not at this level. Let's just fight some cows. We can do this quickly. But actually, before I do that, I want my gold necklace. Yeah, let me get that necklace. On the other side, I think I just saw... Yeah, look at that. 57 coins. That necklace is just brilliant. In the meantime, let's see what else we can do. We could potentially purchase a strong furnace and a strong pot. Let's actually upgrade the pot. This just costs 800 steel bars. And then if we farm a couple of oak logs, we can also upgrade the cooking fire, which totally would be worth it. So after getting 158 beef, I'm gonna go for the oak logs. Okay, we're almost there, just smelting up the last remaining steel bars. Hopefully we're gonna make it above the 1k mark. There's some more stuff for us to harvest. Very nice. I think I'm gonna wait for everything to be harvested and then I'm gonna be using these buttons to speed everything up a little bit. Either way, heading back into the shop, under skill upgrades, I want my oak cooking fire. So I've been collecting those logs, and then the strong furnace. But for that, we just need one more steel bar. Yes, there it is. Strong furnace, it's mine. Okay, now maybe let's have another stab at the master farmer. I just want to know if we fare a tiny bit better than before. Yes, looks like now we actually stand a chance with almost 60% hit chance. And of course we have plenty of food as well. And mind you, we only have to kill 12 more farmers, so that shouldn't really be an issue. Actually completing our first Slayer task, and we're already level 2 now. The drops are actually pretty insane by the master farmer, I have to say. Even Bob's rake, I think we need that for something else. This guy even drops the compost. Very nice. Now actually my bank is full. That is unfortunate. Maybe use up some of these tokens to make space. Just gonna sell the pizza for instance. And there it is. This is the very last farmer that I have to defeat for the first Slayer task. And this already brought us to almost level 5. And we also have a total of over 5,000 points to spend. Come on, wrap this up. Just finish it, please. Oh my gosh. There we go. We did it. Run from this guy and we're gonna heal up. The next Slayer task is actually much easier, but I think I need to get rid of some items. We have so many seeds, for instance, I don't even know. Maybe I should just have a look at my cooking recipe, see if I can do anything else here. Hearty soup. Yeah, we could go with tomatoes and onions. That's actually a good choice. And then the compost we're just gonna turn into goop. I'm gonna sell the rest of my trout and salmon that I actually caught for the township. That also reminds me, we should go ahead and repair the town. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna also get rid of some seeds. There it is, all cooked up. Now I want to go to bed. Let's see, maybe we do some fishing overnight. The best thing that I can cook is the crab. So this should be the thing that I'm starting to fish now. Okay, wonderful. See ya in the morning. Okay, I'm tuning back in here. Approximately 1.5 days have passed or so. I've been fishing and cooking like a crazy madman, and I decided I don't really need any of it, so we can go ahead and make some money. The basic soup is not really worth a lot, however, altogether 30k, not too shabby I would say. And then we also have these crabs. Now I got 2,500 almost, and that will give us a little shy of 650k. So this is definitely our biggest sale so far. We also made a lot of money with the ores, and last night I also mined up a lot of crystals. So just always making sure that we have something to do, and I already ended up with plenty of materials. The only thing I always have to come back to is the coal ore because it's used in various smelting recipes. Right now I'm cooking up the last of my potatoes, and in the meantime I've also leveled up a little bit of my attack strength and defense, mostly by doing another Slayer task. So currently we have a little over 6,000 points. I think we should be able to spend them in the shop, but we do need a lot more apparently. Now one thing that is actually worth it is having one of these gem gloves and then just mine over the night. You get 2,000 charges where you just receive gems for free, and then you can sell them for much more than 500,000. So whenever I don't know what to do, like over the night, I'm gonna be purchasing one of these gloves and then just mining. I've also mined some runite, and pure crystal is the one that we unlocked just very recently. Now with our new gained money, let's maybe have a look at agility and create another obstacle here. What do we want to go for? We could go for monkey bars, fire making interval. I'm actually not really interested in that, but smithing mastery XP, that would be a good buff. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for this one here, and now we're actually doing one obstacle after another. So this is interesting. We can do 3. So nice. Okay, let's see what we can do for the third one. We have the materials for agility, then melee maximum hit and melee evasion. That's actually not too shabby. And down here we have some cooking chance, minus 6% damage to all monsters. No, I don't like that. I think we're gonna go for the second one, the pipe climb. Yes, build that obstacle as well. And now I should be doing all 3 after another and training them all up. Looking at my skills, there are still many we haven't taken advantage of just yet. Like rune crafting is connected to magic, so we are gonna start this together. Thieving would be something we can just take care of separately. And then of course there's the whole cartography and archaeology, which we're gonna start together as well. Let's maybe have a look at the thieving category. We have a common man that we can rob, maximum hit 20, so he's gonna hit us potentially. We do get some gold and then some items that we first need to discover. We only have a success rate of 50%. So it looks like now we received minus 10 hit points for not being successful. Since we're doing it actively, I can just make sure that we eat in time. And then maybe once we level up in mastery a little bit, we also gain more chance. We're now skill level 2, and this actually didn't change anything about our success rate. Maybe we would be more successful unequipping the armor, I'm not sure. Also, let's have a quick look at the township. Yeah, that's what I suspected. I needed to repair this. And it looks like we can hand in a couple of tasks here. The silver bars, I think as long as we have this exclamation mark, there are still other tasks we can hand in. Yeah, I defeated 10 leeches. That was actually for the Slayer task. Also, maybe we should work towards the trading post so we can use the trader here. But I actually already had to yeet a couple of resources because we were just having too many. 18,000 food, I don't think I need that. We're gonna yeet a couple of these resources. Also, we have too many copper bars. I wish I could just take them from the city. Okay, I take it back. The success rate actually goes up. And it also goes up a little bit with each mastery point. Good to know. Okay, I'm back. It is approximately 2 or 3 days later. I'm not really sure. I didn't have the time to play the game actively. However, I did a lot of things in the background, such as, I don't even know, upgrading astrology. I also made it to thieving level 23 and unlocked a bunch of other potential victims. My mining is currently already at 92, so I'm mining a lot of stuff, and I think it's time to also sell some of it. Like, I have a whole bunch of bars. It's probably not worth in most cases to actually sell the bars. If I look at the adamantite ore, for instance, it sells for 88 coins and the coal sells for 13 coins, so a little over 100 coins, and the bar actually sells for 178, so I might have to take what I just said back. Yeah, it might actually be worth it to sell the bars instead. Now, I installed one mod that is called item uses, and that actually shows me what it is used for. For instance, I now know that I need these bars in one of the tasks for the township. Let's maybe have a look at smithing. What can I do? Yeah, I should probably smelt some more of that stuff up. How much XP is this giving me? Not a lot. So it might be better to get some of the gear going. But yeah, I basically just came back to give you a little bit of an update. And I think I'm gonna be wrapping up the episode for today. I got some good gear. I made some good progress. I'm pretty happy actually with all the levels we gained. We now have to focus maybe a little bit more on our skills. I would like to make some more javelins for ranged. Yeah, we'll see how far we make it. Maybe let's head back into the shop. We can purchase maybe one more bank slot, even another one, and then we're all out of coins. Yeah, let's do one more, just so that I can leave it running over the night again. But with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Have a great time and see you in the next video. Bye bye.